Great morning, born CEOs. Are y'all ready for another miracle day?
Yes, 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 sir. Good morning.
Ready.
I'm pumped up, fired up,
Good
and super
morning.
excited. Great morning, great morning. Let's see, we got Team Carnes represented. We got Team Boom Bailey represented. We got Team Bell represented. Where your brothers and sisters? Grab your brothers and sisters. I'm gonna give it about 60 seconds. We got some good stuff today. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Don't. Uh-oh, team. Yep, I knew,
Okay.
I already knew Dr. Mack was going kick it on right with me on that. Come
Okay.
on now. Uh-oh, team Randolph is in the house. What's that? Is that three out of the
Woo woo!
four out of the five
Good
power teams
morning.
so far? Who's missing? Oh, the Franco power team, Franco Decine power team. Okay. Dum 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 dum. Y'all ready for this?
We're ready.
All right, let's get this party started. You know, one of the things I love about getting up an hour early and going to bed an hour earlier is whenever I do that evaluation and I think how much how much success am I actually creating after 9 p.m. versus getting up an hour earlier. When I compare like how much productivity, how much how much of my results come from post 9 p.m. activity versus getting up earlier and getting productive earlier, it's a night and day difference. Like I have almost zero results to show for staying up later versus when I'm up earlier and getting more productive. You know, theoretically, I remember thinking, oh, I'm a night person or whatever. But when I look at productivity in business, I don't have many results that I can attribute to after 9 p.m. Like my wealth is not really being built after 9 p.m. My dreams are not really being fulfilled after 9 p.m. In fact, more often than not, it's the opposite. And so it caused me to reevaluate, you know, what is the big deal about staying up later? It's not that productive in light of my goals and dreams. And so that's one of the things I love about um, getting up an hour earlier and going to bed an hour earlier because I'm not losing anything. What am I losing? A TV show or two? What's that doing for my goals and dreams? You know, what am I losing? You know, that I cannot accomplish getting up an hour earlier. So anyway, just wanted to share that. I don't know who that was for, but powerful. So someone asked me yesterday, man, what's the difference in you right now? What's the difference? And I was sharing about, oh, they asked me, were you always this disciplined? Were you always this disciplined? Like, did you grow up this disciplined? And I said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Right. But over the years, what I've done, because I have a free spirited type of personality. Um, I have the type of personality that could be all over the place, easily all over the place. If you're familiar with the Myers-Briggs personality types, if you're not, take a personality assessment. Go to 16, the number 16 personalities.com, the number 16 personalities.com. Take a 10-minute personality assessment. But I'm an INTP. I have an INTP personality type, and that last letter P we're stronger at starting than we are at finishing. Some people are stronger at starting projects than finishing. Some people are stronger at finishing than starting. Either personality can get things done, but it's just what comes natural. The person with a perceiver type personality type is what it's called, a P. Somebody off mute. Yeah, the person with a P-type personality type, they might be stereotypically the ones that have a bunch of different tabs open and go back and forth between different tabs on the computer, starting a little bit on one and then moving to another one afterwards. And then, before finishing the last project, that's just our natural working style. Whereas somebody that has an extreme J personality type, that would probably drive them crazy, having all those tabs open, like, let's finish this first one and then close it out and then move on to the next one and then close it out. And neither is better than the other, but I can easily be all over the place with my personality type. So to compensate for that, one of my strengths as an INTP is creating systems and structure and improving things, making things more efficient. That's comes very natural to us. We're very good at that. And so that's what I've done, is kind of tried to create structure around myself to overcompensate for that personality quality. That being said, I went on to share that they asked me, well, what shifted? How are you so disciplined right now? And I said the real work was in shifting my identity. The real work was the identity work. Identity work is shifting who I'm being, the be, do, have, right? In order to have more, we must have something. In order to have something different, we got to do something different. In order to, and let me say that more specifically, in order to have something different on a consistent basis, we must do something different on a consistent basis. And in order to do something different on a consistent basis, we must be someone different on a consistent basis. We must be someone different on a consistent basis. That's the transformation. That's the real work of personal development, is who am I going to be differently on a consistent basis that will automatically do those new things on a consistent basis and automatically have something different on a consistent basis. So the real work was in the being of this new version of me. Who is this new version of me? Who's the old version of me that I was as of 5 minutes ago, yesterday, last month, last year, last quarter, versus the new me for 2025 and beyond, going into 2026. So the old me, y'all want to hear the old me? This is what came out when I was answering that question. I love when people ask intelligent questions in an interview, because it pulls things out to answer them. And when they ask me, well, what was your old identity versus your new identity? And I thought about it and I knew the answer to my old identity. I said my old identity, and if you've been around a long time, you'll probably know this about me. My old identity, like before last year, was that of a semi-retired executive. That was my old identity. A semi-retired executive that is earning a full-time passive income and doesn't have to work a 9 to 5. That was my old identity that I created. And that was an accomplishment. That was my dream before. I wanted to be in a position, my why, my vision when I got started in this business was to create enough passive income to where I didn't have to work for anybody else and I could focus on fulfilling my calling. You hear it all over me, right? That was my old identity. And because that's my old identity, that's who I was being And therefore, what does a person like that do on a consistent basis? Here's the answer. They do enough to maintain that lifestyle. A semi-retired person does enough to maintain their lifestyle. Even if they want to do more, if they aspire to do more, aspire to have more, that old identity will only allow them to do but so much before it shuts them down. Like, wait a minute, you said we are semi-retired. So why are you trying to 10x your business? That's not congruent with who you told me we are. Ooh, y'all feeling this thing? Oh, I'm feeling this thing. You feeling this, Ms. Katan? I said, so the identity is like, it is run by your subconscious. Your subconscious is powerful. It will do whatever you tell it to do. And so it's like, wait a minute, why are you trying to 10x your business? You're trying to become a consistent platinum. You're trying to do 7 figures per year. You told me we are semi-retired. It's almost like an argument with a spouse that's going on, an invisible argument. What are you doing? You're taking time away from our semi-retired life that you promised me, and you're trying to do all this stuff. No, I'm shutting it down. Somebody said, "Man is the head, the woman is the neck." Right? If man is the head, woman's the neck. I'm shutting it down. Subconscious says, "I'm shutting it down." No. So, how challenging is it going to be to 10x a business, to scale to platinum and to 7 figures with a 6-figure identity? I hope y'all are catching this thing. So they asked me, what was the shift? What was the shift? And so I was able to articulate the old identity was that of a semi-retired executive. And that version of me enjoyed my time freedom. That version of me loved letting people know, look, I'm able to work this thing 15 hours a week and make 10,000 a month, and you can too. That identity, it was perfectly in line. It was congruent. I was highly successful at that. I accomplished exactly what my subconscious led me exactly to what my identity was set for. And then I was getting all this resistance. I had a desire to produce on a higher level. I had a desire to as the more my resolve became, I refused to settle for less than consistent platinum, and I refused to settle for less than 7 figures a year. It created a problem with my old identity. So I had 2 options. Either I'm going to fight my old identity and lose every time, or I can just reprogram my old identity. It's time to replace the old identity. And that's what I shared with them. I said the real work was shifting my identity. They said, well, what's your new identity? And I thought about it, and here's what came out of my mouth before I could really think. I said, my new identity is I'm a high performance CEO. And they said, that makes perfect sense. They said, the way your schedule is operating, you are operating like a high powered CEO. Like you're saying, I've been hearing you say, you're getting more done by 10 a.m. than you used to by 10 p.m. That is what a high performance CEO looks like and operates like. That's normal for a high performance CEO, and leading your leaders in the morning. I just got off the call with my power team leaders, and I always have that before this call with you all. Right? Pastor Glenn said, oh, I didn't realize that. I heard you say that. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah. So that's a high-powered CEO, high-performance CEO type schedule. We're getting more done by 10 a.m. than most people do by 10 p.m. And so I'm being highly productive with my time, like a high performance CEO, and now and I'm leading my leaders to do the same thing, and my leaders are leading their leaders to do the same thing. We're multiplying productivity and effectiveness. So my new identity has allowed new behaviors to become normal. Watch this. The same behavior I'm doing with ease now would have been overwhelming and stressful, would have felt like burnout with my old identity. Isn't that interesting? The same behavior now that I do with ease in my new identity is easy for my new identity. It's just normal, like breathing, but it was burnout for my old identity because it didn't match. It didn't match. If you're supposed to be a semi-retired executive and you're trying to do high-level CEO, high-performance CEO stuff, that's burnout for a semi-retired executive. But it's like breakfast for a high-performance CEO. Talk to me, somebody. What are y'all hearing, feeling, thinking?
I'll
Well,
go.
Coach,
Uh,
Take it away, Miss Glover.
hey, you know what? This is this is one of those that I need to play again and listen to it over because you said some deep things. You said some really deep information, and it's because I'm working on my identity, and so you said, wait a minute, you this is being recorded, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, it's just was too deep. I can't even.
Yep, chew on it. Chew on it and come back if it comes to you.
Yeah, I need to hear this again because um it's like you were, wow. I really, because I'm doing some identity work, and I know what I want to do. I know what I want, but I keep vacillating. So I want to change my identity. I'm sorry. I'll let someone else go because
You're on it.
I
You said it all. That's exactly what the process looks like. Your old
what?
identity, your old identity will battle with your new desires
Wow.
until you reprogram your new
Yes.
identity. So
So
you do. Go ahead.
that's it. I want to replace because I want to stop, get rid of, push away the old identity, and I just want to. I mean, I just want to get rid of it, and I don't want to keep going back and forth with it, back and forth with it. I want to like clean it away and be done with it. But I guess it has to come. It's in me, so it's gonna go and come, go and come until I completely get rid of the old, my
And
old identity.
the way you do it is focus on the new you and
Yes.
speak
Okay.
to the. So your identity, there's certain things that your old identity would say all the time about yourself,
Uh
and there's
huh.
certain things the new identity says all the time about your new self. So you want
Uh
to start thinking more about your new self, talking more about your new self, thinking less about your old self,
huh.
talking
Okay.
less about your old self,
Okay.
and behaving more like your new self. Your new self. Watch this. I like to say a new me for the new year. Sometimes I like to have a new wardrobe to go with the new me.
Ah.
Sometimes I like to have a new hair,
Second lane, and I
a
will be
new
getting
a,
off in a minute.
a new haircut for the new me. You know,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I like to have a new rearrange my house or my office to go with the new me. I like to rearrange my friendships, my
Really, you don't
relationships.
speak up, people. Really.
Who's that? Somebody's not on mute. Oh, Dr. Stevens. Let's see.
Sorry.
No worries. Sometimes, not sometimes, you must have a new circle that goes with the new you, a new group of
Oh.
people that are introduced to the new you. And that's another thing. It's a beautiful thing to join new networks, new environments when you step into the new you. Like it's like in high school, I went to different schools, a lot of different schools growing up. But every time I went to a new school, the people there, they don't know the old me. So the only person they know is whoever I introduced them to now. So it made it even easier for me to operate in the new version of me because there was nobody that was too familiar with the old me to pull me back to that person that I used to be. So the more people you have that are in harmony with the new you, that new circle, new groups, new environments, the easier it is to step into that new you and to have that crucial conversation. There's an audiobook called Crucial Conversations. That book it's written by the same people who wrote Change Anything, Joseph Grenny. And crucial conversations are having those conversations with the key people in your life that are not going to go away. So you got to help get them on board with a new you as opposed to, neglecting them. So you gotta, design that new you. Listen to Seven Figure Standard every day, starting with episode 1. It's going to help you greatly in creating that new you. And then ask others, let people know, look, the old me is gone. You got to let the people close to you that are going to be in your life, let them know the old me is gone. Here's the old me. Here's the new me. Here's what the new me is focused on. And here's why it's so important. And here's what's in it for you. And here's how I need your support. I need you to support me in the new me. And whether they do or not, you're going to go forward with it. But at least they know. They're not confused. Like, wait a minute, what's going on right now? Right? At least they know you put them on notice that there's a new you in the building. And everything you do is going to be based on this new you. Woo, this is deep. This is good. This is good. Okay, I heard somebody else unmuting earlier, and then I see Dr. Wiggins and then Pastor Glenn. Who was that was talking at the same time as Ms. Glover?
That was me, Ellen Jefferson. I just wanted to say that this is so powerful, and I just feel a metamorphosis occurring. I've only been with the group for the last few days, 4 or 5 days, but each day I take away some nugget. And if I can make these micro changes, I know that I'll get to the goal. And I'm a night person too. I said it with proud. The old me used to say, "Oh, I'm a night person." And I worked in finance and we would stay up all night and I felt like Superwoman. I slept 2 hours, slept fast and took a shower and came back looking refreshed. But that's not good for my health. And to your point, it certainly doesn't support business activity. So I'm making that change today. And also, if I can harken back to, I think it was yesterday when you described how you would wake up and do your prayer walk and then insist on doing your 15-minute routine and then get into the calls, no matter how you felt, if you were sleepy. Dr. Mack also said when I missed the call that talked about, uh, I think it was an affirmation. I am worthy. I am able. I am deserving. And she said, "Well, how am I going to do 100?" But I'll incorporate that when I'm doing my reps. So these are micro changes that I'm making, and it's making all the difference. And frankly, I'm not as stressed as I was. So thank you. And we're all the beneficiaries of your INTP personality. Thank you for putting in those systems, Coach.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody show some love for Miss Ellen Jefferson. Woo woo.
All right.
Yes,
Way to
Miss
go.
Jefferson, way to
Get that.
go.
Everybody unmute, show some love for Miss Deidre Glover. Woo woo.
Woo! Deidre.
Thank
Go,
you.
Miss Glover.
Dr. Wiggins and then Pastor Glenn.
All right, girls.
Very briefly, Matthew 9:17 says that you cannot pour new wine in an old wineskin. And the reason for that is because it will bust the container. What we get with these trainings is new wine of how to survive, new wine of how to think, new wine of how to thrive and not just survive. And a lot of us grew up just surviving. So now we're getting new wine poured into us. And we know that we are changing and there's a metamorphosis that is happening within us. And with a metamorphosis, you know that you're being changed into a new person when you speak different, even to yourself. You speak different to other people, but you speak different to yourself first. You walk different. You walk with your head up instead of your head down. I used to walk and work around some people, and one of the things that, and I'm gonna be very brief, one of the things they used to ask me all the time, they said, how come certain people when they meet you, they do that, they do that, and other people when they meet you, they do this. And I told him the analogy that I got is basically certain people, when you come around, it's like, what's up? Or in other words, what's happening in your life? What's good in your life right now? In other words, when you meet other people, it's like, what's down? What's about to go down? What I'm about to handle to bring it down. So in other words, it's a different philosophy. And as you change your way of thinking, there's a different philosophy that you walk with. There's a different mindset. There's a different confidence that you walk with, even as it relates to holding your head down, because there's another scripture that says, I will look to the hills with cometh my help. So I'm looking up, not down. Thank you for allowing me to share.
All right, I love it. Let's show some love for Dr. Floyd Wiggins III. Whoop
Woo,
whoop.
woo.
Dr. Wiggins.
Dr.
Woo, so
Wiggins,
good.
go.
Thank you.
Butterflies, not cocoons.
Woo,
Pastor Glenn, he went on mute.
You did.
I had the benefit of hearing hearing this last night, so it hasn't left me alone since then. And there was something regarding me changing my identity. In the process, we have to to making that decision is we have to count the cost. What's the cost? And that led me, when I started thinking that, I go, so I understand that this is what I'm going to have to do in me having decided to have a new identity. So that was really helpful to me. Thank you, Coach.
You're welcome. I'll give everybody that list. Were you about to say something else?
My name's Glenn Strotter. I'm in Sacramento, California. I am an executive director and an executive director maker.
Let's make some noise for Executive Pastor Glenn Strotter. Whoop whoop.
All right,
That's
Pastor.
got
okay,
it.
Glenn, Dr.
Yeah,
Glenn.
yeah.
That's it.
Pastor Glenn.
Here's the list. Y'all ready for the list?
Yes.
I know exactly what I want and why I want it. Number one, I know exactly what I want and why I want it. I know exactly what I want and why I want it. Number two, I have a winning plan and I'm willing to pay the price. I have a winning plan and I'm willing to pay the price. That's that count the cost Pastor Glenn was just talking about. Like, I have a winning plan. This is what it's going to take to get what I want. And now that even after seeing all that it's going to take, I'm willing to pay that price. And number three, I'm worthy of it and I refuse to settle for less. I'm worthy of it and I refuse to settle for less. Number one, I know exactly what I want and why I want it. Number two, I have a winning plan and I'm willing to pay the price. Number three, I'm worthy of it and I refuse to settle for less. Let's go crush it today, everybody. The three levels of focus. Number one, this is different. Three levels of focus to have an executive director day, to have a performance club day. Where you want to end up by the end of the month is about what you get yourself to do every day. And even if you're like 70 to 90% effective at it, you're going to be off to a great start. So the three levels of focus. Level one, my 2 to 5 a day. I knocked it out. Boom. Knocked out my 2 to 5 a day for recruiting and performance club. Number two, I reached out to my fast start qualifiers, my new associates that are getting their fast start manager and performance club bonus, to assist them with their 2 to 5 a day. That's number 2. You reach out to your new team members to assist them with their 2 to 5 a day. And level 3 is your focus calls. Your focus calls. What's that, coach? Well, if you're going senior director, you're going to have focus 5. That's 5 people that you're focused on, assisting them with their 2 to 5 every day so they can recruit and be performance club qualified. That takes care of senior director. If you're becoming a consistent executive, it's your focus 10. The 10 people that you're focused on reaching out to every day between your 3 or 4 different legs to make sure to assist them with their 2 to 5 a day so they can recruit and be performance club. And if you're going platinum, it's a focus 10 per leg. Focus 10 per leg. The 10 people that you're reaching out to in each leg to support them in their 2 to 5 a day so they can recruit and be performance club qualified. That's it. And knocking it out first thing in the day. That is how you have an executive director day or a senior director day. You don't wait till the end of the month to find out that you're on track or off track. You stay on top of it today. Have an executive day today, or whatever it is. If it's a performance club day, that's focus number 1. You're 2 to 5 every day today, no matter what. If you want to have a senior director day, if you want to be senior director by the end of the month, you make sure that every day you're having a senior director day with your focus 5. If you have an executive director month, you making sure every day that you're having reaching out to your focus 10. And if any of those areas are short, then you go back to focus 1, your personal 2 to 5 a day, so that you can increase recruiting and have more people to fast start qualify, help qualify for their fast start manager performance club bonus. And that's what leads to your focus team. Let's go crush it today, everybody. ED equals?
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Every
What
day.
time is it?
Green time.
Next stop.
Platinum.
Platinum.
Love y'all.